Here we have the 30-minute price chart for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA. Here we can see a further continuation of the prior upside extension that we saw during the beginning of this week, during the beginning of trading this week. This does sort of invalidate all of these prior calls that, this short-term top has been in place. And this does show that, the upside momentum that has characterized the early parts of this week and even the final parts of last week really does remain, the focus here, and that we are likely to continue to see higher prices moving forward. If we want to just take a look at some of the prior bearish arguments that were being made, there were these calls, there were these suggestions that somehow we're in the midst of a bear flag pattern. um, Pretty ridiculous. The flag pole was very small, and the flag itself was roughly double the size. It's nonsensical. That argument made no sense. We could possibly point to, an emerging head and shoulders pattern here. That would be a little bit of a, bearish argument. That would be a lot more valid to try to suggest that. But as we can see here, we're breaking range highs. This invalidates this pattern as well. If you were to see a head and shoulders pattern here, you could see a fairly significant drop. You would be looking at a decline of roughly the distance between the head of the pattern and the neckline of the pattern. And this could send prices back, well below the $100 level if this were to come to fruition. However, as we can see here, these price patterns are, slowly being just invalidated, eroded, dismissed, proven wrong, essentially. So here, we have to look at the current price action so that we can try to make some assessments about what is likely to occur next. The first thing we need to point to is the fact that, we are currently trading above this exponential moving average cluster quite comfortably. As we can see here, share prices themselves have really managed to find pretty good support here at this yellow line, which is the 20-period exponential moving average. And during that process, we have posted, fairly consistent higher lows and higher highs. This is a bit of an uptrend channel here that we're starting to develop. So, overall, the upside break here, this does not look like a false breakout. This is not showing any characteristics of a false breakout. We actually saw a gap higher here to start the market open. So there is a fair amount of, buying pressure that's going on here. And we do have to, kind of point to the the trading volumes themselves, because these two help to confirm these moves higher. We are seeing we are seeing upward spikes here in the trading volumes, and this does suggest that these moves are based on something. They're based on real trading activity, which is clearly engulfing and and encompassing all of the selling activity that is going on at current levels. You could make the argument that investors would start to take profits here. We are trading at elevated levels, and if we were to pull out on this chart and look at the longer term time frames, this stock has taken off like a rocket this year. It's been extremely powerful in its upward price movements and in its bullish trajectory. So it wouldn't be totally surprising to see some people starting to take profits, or some people, and this could cause some people to suggest that a top is in place. Some of those arguments are fine, but you have to watch the price action itself and make real assessments about what's going on. You can't just try to shoehorn your assessment into the market and try to think this feels a little bit overdone. Let's try to look for a price pattern. I mean, it really doesn't work like that. You have to let the market do the talking, and then kind of follow the signals. Your personal bias doesn't, the market doesn't care about what you think. The market's going to do whatever it wants. So, currently we can see that, this 20-period EMA has really done a very good job at holding up prices. So, if this were to reverse, we could see, some declines lower, probably through the exponential moving average during the 50-year, the 50-period moving average. That would be the orange line here. So in other words, if we were to break below this 20-period EMA, it does become much more likely that we would probably also break through the 50-period EMA. You would probably start to look more toward the 100-period EMA. as a possible support zone to start to catch prices. But as things currently stand, this 20 period EMA has done a very good job in supporting share price activity here. So that continues to be the focus going forward. If we're looking at some Fibonacci retracement levels that can be based on the prior dominant trend move, we can identify some levels there as well. We would have to define this move based on the prior highs, which came in at 140.76, and then the ultimate lows here, which came in just above 118. So if we're looking at those levels, we can see that it took some time for us to get through, to convincingly break through this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement at 126.65. It took kind of 3 tries really to get through that level. But once that occurred, we did break through the 50% retracement fairly easily. This really only took, really the second attempt. Prices moved forward at that point. And overall, this sent prices right through the 618 Fibonacci retracement at 132. This is roughly where we're currently trading. But all of these Fibonacci retracement levels have currently been invalidated. So we're well on our way here to retracing this entire move and recovering all of the losses that we're seeing during this declining period here. So overall, there's not much here suggesting that prices are ready to start heading lower. I mean, we've got a very stable recovery after a period of sideways consolidation. This period of sideways consolidation really gives the market, kind of an opportunity to make up its mind. Are we going to head higher or lower? It's typically thought of as a period of indecision in the market. And then once we do finally see a breakout, the result, the side of the break is most likely to be the direction of the upcoming trend. So if we did see a break below here, if we did see a break below this trading range, like some people were trying to, project, then we would expect to see prices lower, probably below the $100 mark, if we're using this head and shoulders pattern as the basis. And if we did see a break below this neckline, that would have validated the head and shoulders pattern, and the projection there is a price drop to roughly $95 per share. But this did not occur. We're actually gapping higher here in share prices. We've got a bit of a symmetrical triangle in the indicator reading, so there's a bit of a conflicting signal there. But as long as we continue to obey these exponential moving averages and continue to post higher highs, the next level to watch to the upside really comes in at 135.86, which is the 78.6% retracement of this broader trend move. And there's really not much historical resistance there. So, the chances that level really holds and contains this upward movement is looking less and less likely. It's looking more unlikely going forward. So overall, the balance of the evidence does still suggest a retest of these prior highs at 140.76. And we will continue to watch this price behavior near the exponential moving average cluster as the direction, as the primary guide for the next market direction. So here's the current market analysis for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA.